Мы смотрим комбат каст, все погнали, ребят, так быстренько.
So we've seen everybody's concerns about the variation since in Mortal Kombat 11. And we just want everyone to know that we will be adding more variation for competitive play for each character throughout the lifetime of this game. And the variations that you saw in the beta are not the ones that are shipping with the game.
Короче, в турнирный режим добавят много вариаций, они будут постепенно добавляться. И те вариации, которые мы видели сейчас, до этого, в бете, они не будут в турнирном режиме. Там будут другие вариации.
So at launch, those who do want to play with completely customized variations will be able to do so in player matches. Yeah. A couple other things just to kind of clear up any sort of confusion about things. I wrote this down. I want to make sure I got everything right.
You're doing great.
Thank you so much. Bullet point 1. Gameplay affecting augments are disabled in player matches and all other online modes. Players are free to fully customize their variations, abilities, and player matches, but they cannot change their character's gameplay in any other ways.
Correct.
So, characters and gear do not have stats in Mortal Kombat 11.
No.
It's different than our previous game.
Correct. No stats.
No stats. Finally, player match functions just like ranked match, but with custom variations. Matchmaking will, though, still be based on player skill.
Yep.
So, that's our statement for today. We'll definitely have more information on that in the future.
I really hope that clears some things up.
Definitely clears some things up.
To be clear, the game...
Ничего, я понял, короче.
There'll be 2 variations to choose from.
Cool.
2 вариации будет для рейтинга, да,
You know, we should
получается?
start this up big.
Big? Like how big?
I think we should just, what do you say for the power stage? We just roll a trailer.
Трейлер. Что за трейлер? Давайте посмотрим этот трейлер. Так, какая-то музыка новая. О, ребята, коллектор. Да ладно. Вот этого неожиданно сегодня было бы увидеть. Что-то интересно. Воу. Корабль Шансунга. Ой-ой-ой-ой, это что-то какой-то бьет каким-то лезвием, как чужой в стиле прокатанец. Ой, что это он притягивает к себе? Телепорт. Ой, что-то как пугало напоминает из Инжастиса. Стойка один в один пугало из Инжастиса, ребята. И такая же цепь длинная практически. Короче, модифицировали пугало, руки добавили. О, прикольно задние руки бьют. И сзади у него рюкзачок висит. Что же он будет коллекционировать-то? Вейкап тоже похожий на пугальский. О, цепь обматывает, да? Какие-то фонари на цепях у него, да? Нихера себе. Ну и что сейчас будет? Что-то я не понял, он что-то сунул себе в рюкзак или нет, я так и не понял. Ну слушайте, ребят, но это мозги коллекционируют. А Вова, что он там делает? Слушай, ну прикольный персонаж. Хотя ноги вообще один в один и туловище, как у пугала из Injustice. Но все равно выглядит по-другому и играется прикольно. Мне понравился пока что. Мне нравится.
First time seen in a Mortal Kombat game. You may have seen him in some of the story trailers we had in some of those scenes, but that is the character right there, Collector. Steve, we'll talk about how he. What do you want to start with?
Let's talk about his lore. It's a brand new edition.
Okay.
And a new race. He is from
Новый
a
рас.
six-armed race called the Nagnata.
Нагнада рас
He
называется.
is new to the game and new to us, the viewer, but he's actually an older character in terms of lore. He's an old
По лору это старый
Shao Kahn
персонаж.
guy. He was was a long part of Shao Kahn's regime back in the day, and his job was to be literally the collector. Right. The Nada, they don't use the typical like names. They're actually their vocation is their name. That's how kind of loyal to their job they are. And he was the tribute collector. He would go from village to village, and you have to pay tribute.
Короче, налоги собирал с деревень, короче, для Шаукана он, короче.
If you want to see how he connects to the present day in the Kodokan regime, you got to play story mode, but that's kind of his backstory. He's a very greedy guy, and a lot of Shao Kahn minions are like people that he created or people he enslaved. This dude's all in. Like you can see in his intros and all that, he's gleefully happy about his job.
And he's got some cool little trinkets in there too.
Yes, that shines into his gameplay.
Короче, ракетир, да, получается. Ходил по деревням, налоги собирал.
That was a Steve Lore minute.
Oh, Steve Lore minute.
Даже голос это говорит, Steve Lore minute. Голос из озвучки игры.
We do a lot of Steve Lore 30 seconds. That was really nice.
But you round up.
Yep. So he is all in on what he does, and there are like as you get the game, you're going to see some of these trinkets are going to be kind of fun to watch.
And that's exactly what he does in his gameplay. He collects swords, maces, artifacts, magic spells. So you can see.
Он коллекционирует там мечи, артефакты, магические заклинания. Короче, все подряд коллекционирует. Типа это, знаете, как бомж, короче, как ходит, все собирает свой рюкзак.
We'll show you in a second. The backpack he's holding is being clutched very close to themselves.
Little baby arms.
Yeah.
Little T-Rex arms.
So awesome. So just archetype-wise for characters, what people like if you're looking to play the collector, what kind of player plays them?
This is a tough one.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
When I was learning the plan for the stream, I couldn't nail it down myself. He's so eclectic, so interesting. He has a little bit of everything, and then I realized it really shines in his personality. He is a collection of different archetypes. Like he has some zoning, some counter zoning, really good mid range.
Зонинг, контрзонинг, средняя дистанция. Командные захваты у него есть, ловушки у него есть. То есть он коллекционирует, он такой сборник всех видов персонажей получается.
So one of the really neat things about
turn him around real quick.
Yeah, you can see the little backpack.
And you see the arms just like clutching it super close to him. Yeah.
У него даже 6 рук, ребят, вы обратили внимание? У него еще маленькие ручки снизу держат рюкзак, как будто.
I'm sorry, but they
seem to be normal size.
No, but the way his knees are and his little feet. Like you can see here, he's literally throwing different stuff from his backpack.
And I love how like all the arms are.
Yeah.
Пойду окно закрою, что-то как.
He has a lot of two-player animations, which are like grapple moves. Yeah. So he's almost like a hybrid grappler in a weird way.
I like two-player
прикольный захват.
Can't do anything about it.
Нижняя атака, ну такой миксапер, я гляжу, еще до кучи, да? Ну вот, кто у нас там? Волк сегодня есть в чате? Вот кто за Пугало играл? Ребят, ну очень похоже на Пугало. И атаки похожие. Просто цепь другая. Ну, как бы заменили, конечно, все, но вот база есть такая, чувствуется от Пугала. Ноги такие же у него, туловище, какие тут некоторые движения. В общем, все новые персонажи, это персонажи из Injustice 2, короче, получается. Прикольная цепь.
Go back for a second. Even though this seems to be a Karkat warfare, there's a beautiful rainbow back there.
Yeah,
that rainbow.
Beauty can happen
anywhere. Yeah. Okay, continue.
So he can actually cancel out of it, which is another thing he can do. He has a couple moves that he can cancel, and if he fully charges it,
полностью зарядил, короче, цепь.
Right, you're vulnerable the entire time, which is why the cancel's pretty decent.
Типа она во время отмен заряжается, что ли? Коллектор Пугало, да. Вот если верхние руки у него убрать, то реально будет Пугало. Верос тогда кто? Не знаю. Вероса.
So he absorbs a projectile, and the neat thing here is amplifies it. Okay.
Но мне этот чувак нравится, поинтереснее, чем Цитрон, кажется. Ну, как-то,
He gets this orb
не
that
знаю,
he can
геймплей
follow behind,
поинтереснее.
and he can use that to force them to back or to block, and he can use that in setups. Exactly, right. So you're trying to zone him, and then he actually flips it back, stops your zoning, and then zones you. Another move he has is charge.
projectiles.
I did not think of that, but that is super clever. This is like his combo ender. You're going to end a lot of your juggles with it. You can amplify it to do it as
Плохо у него эти руки с ножами бьют.
And finally, he has this bola attack, which he tosses this. If you amplify it, he's going to get a capture state, so he gets a combo. And he can also hold this like his mace, and he can actually cancel it if he wants. He can cancel forward or just out of it.
Никогда не знаешь, что он достанет из своего рюкзака.
It's a little bit on the slow side, but obviously that's one of his main combo starters.
Пугал, да, мне нравится. Ну, я за Пугал почти не играл, но мне нравился все равно как персонаж.
A lot of, I actually say farther than mid-range, and a lot of stuff that's not your typical move. You know, again, cancels, absorbing moves. He's pretty neat like that. So let's go over some of the loadouts I made. Let's see what you got. The first thing I gave him is up mace, which acts similar to the straight mace, but it goes up, which is why I called it up mace. The same.
Сегодня ребята еще покажут Нуб Сайбета и Эрона Блэка. Так что это... Внимание, ставить большой палец вверх на стриме. Это интересный человек. И, кстати, заметил, он какой-то не такой прям синий, как был в трейлере. Какой-то серый здесь вообще.
And that is, what are the requirements that you give it to us? For punishing a roll. So a wake-up roll is invincible, right, except against throws. So, if you read throw, or sorry, wake-up roll, you get a crushing blow into a pop.
А вот этот захват с руками верхними напоминает Фера Тор, там, где он хватал, и Тор хватал противника, а Фера сверху била, да? Это похожая фишка.
The other thing I gave him is, a teleport. Cool.
У Пугала такой же телепорт был тоже.
And this is a great addition for his mobility, obviously. So, you know, if you were playing a matchup where you're getting zoned out and the absorb is just...
Девора сегодня, Девора, видимо, в самом конце покажет, ну, то есть в последнем стриме. Ну, может быть, в следующем стриме.
Right.
So you get behind them, in front of them, stay in place, I think.
Exactly. And it's super, super fast. Like the old school raging teleport. Let's go into his fatal blow before
Which one throws you?
I think so.
Get that. Okay. Back throw. But still, throws are cool.
Throws are cool. Super.
My vote for our
Классные фонарики у него.
It is really messed up. I just love the blood.
Блин, это классно сделано, конечно. Ну, вот это надо было сделать фаталками просто, короче.
That's good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Jax is fine. Alright, so let's go over one more loadout. And I made this a zoning loadout. Okay.
Зонинг.
Again, because he can do...
Набор зонинга сейчас будет.
Right. So the first one I would use, you have teleport, then you get in, and you start doing command grab things. This one...
Real quick, though. Look at the gilded stuff.
Такой, смотрите, дорогой, типа такой весь, да?
Really cool
Богатый. Тот костюм был бомж, а этот какой-то уже вельможа, короче. Смерть и плата, да, называется, Texas.
That's the one that I like. He has one that's covered, it's full of eyeballs. You can, the art team, because he's anything from Outworld, you can see they were like, what about a brain on a chain? And they're like, oh, absolutely, that makes sense.
But that brain needs to have specs.
Yeah. So the first thing I gave him is a projectile. He could do it in the air or the ground, and it'll do dot damage and actually keep these flames on the ground.
And it seems like you can build cool magic, right?
And the recovery is pretty good, and he can do close, medium, or far. I love he's just, you know, still getting pumped, even though he's on fire. That's MK.
Oh, let's look at the backpack. Oh.
You can see it's got a skull on it. It's pretty metal. There's a lot of cool. So then I gave him a chakra. This replaces his bola, and it is significantly faster. The trade-off is he cannot charge.
Возвращается назад, типа, да, у него этот.
But this is awesome.
Это как у Зена, типа, да, оружие такое получается.
And this
Как
has
он
to be
называется, ребят?
one of the fastest projectiles that does a capture state.
Okay.
Один из,
Ever been
один из
okay,
быстрейших
They're there
прожектайлов
for
у
a
него
while. They're
получается,
popular
да?
for info. You can dash up again.
Yeah, like a really common scenario is he'll do it from literally full screen, and if the projectile trades, he still has time to go in.
Да по новый персонаж
Awesome. So you're not
показывает.
gonna have like the meta game of canceling it,
А?
but it's just straight up.
Не-не, я папе
Literally
говорю.
give it to Amplified. It's an awesome combo.
Не, я папе говорю.
And it actually has a crushing
Коллектор.
blow, and its requirement is tied to another move. So if they are on fire,
Да,
and
да,
he
да,
doesn't
да,
stop
я.
them, you get that crushing blow, which
Да, да,
gets a
я.
pop-up. So if
Блин,
it's
там еще
projectile
это
without
покажет
amplify,
Нуб Сайбота и Эрон Блэка.
pop-up into the combo.
Да, вот прикольно.
Basically it for this.
That is
Да и Эрон Блэк вообще тоже топчик.
There is more to the collector, but there's so much we got to go through here today that we want to just kind of touch on it and keep moving forward.
No, yeah, I mean, we are saving a lot of the other sort of costume pieces
For
and
player
gear
exploration.
for player exploration because we have got. I mean, I've seen so much of it, and there's some stuff. There's some really surprising stuff. We went really deep with a lot of the stuff we're doing. We have 3 characters to show. We want to give you guys a trailer. We want to give you a little taste of what the collector was.
I just love the little flavor text that we have for the names of like Soul of Moloch or whatever, like stuff like that. Like, oh, absolutely. Yeah, of course he collected that.
All right. What we got next?
Well, we're going to talk about stuff real quick.
Следующий персонаж, да?
I got some more. I'm
Are you serious?
Mr. Bullet Point today.
Okay, bullet point.
We do have the collective is a thing we've been doing for quite a while with art pieces from fans.
The collector and collector.
The plans. Thank you. Figured it out right before the stream. We were real excited about it. So we've been doing the collective we just started in KX section. And we have some new ambassadors that are coming online. I want to show that picture real quick, Matt. Awesome. We got some artists, some cosplayers.
Косплееры,
Just Elise, I actually
амбассадоры Mortal Kombat.
Actually, was in one of the cosplayers who was in the game. Actually, where we put all those pictures up. So we have some new MK ambassadors coming. We want you to keep them coming to #MK Collective. Keep that stuff coming. We love seeing your stuff.
Рекламируют сайты, вот это вот, где-то можно посмотреть. Кому это интересно.
Their artwork. Congratulations for being a new ambassadors. We are excited to see what you have planned. I do want to say this. I don't know if you saw this. Maybe you saw it.
You have something to say.
I do. I'm going to say it.
Is this a promo?
I'm going to cut a promo.
Is this
No,
a shoot?
no, neither of those
Is it a
things.
hot take?
No, it's actually just talking about that. So we have a guy down who works here who does some 3D printing. I don't know if you saw this. He created a Baraka 3D print bust. It is unbelievable.
Блин, ну коллектор, ребят, вообще мне понравился, будто такой вор. Ну, мне понравилось, типа, собирать там всякие штуки. Вообще крутой. Что ж, ребят, ждем других. Эрон Блэк. Как он мне нравится. Так что давайте посмотрим.
He's a very talented artist. I expect it to be really cool. Right. And then I saw it, I was like, it looks like something you've seen.
It literally.
Что-то про следующую неделю не понимаю, что там они собираются сделать.
Yeah, he used the 3D models for it.
It's so bad.
And then he's like, yeah, my first try making this. I was like, oh.
Пригласят кого-то из
My first try.
художников, что ли?
Like, so we'll try to show you guys that next week. It's super awesome. But thank you to everybody who's been contributing to the collective. Keep doing that. We'll keep retweeting it. So many years of awesome legacy of this game to do fan art for, and it's just cool that everybody's doing some of the most. This game has some of the most amazing cosplay / art that I've seen in any of the games I've been.
I love some of the really cartoony.
Много арта, много косплея к этой игре делают, мы поняли.
I love it. I just have.
There was one for.
Ну, народ-то ждет следующего персонажа.
Fight screen. They do all the different games.
Oh, yeah.
You disappoint
And like
me,
taking a game
brother.
that's like this and making it
Adorable.
is fun, right? So anyway,
I love the cosplay. There is an amazing Scarlet that I just retweeted like today. That was
Любит
super
косплей.
cool.
Кстати,
I'm
он
excited
он
to see,
каких-то баб косплеил,
his,
между прочим. Я видел в Твиттере.
Beyond hype for that.
so we're very excited for that. So, but I think
Женских
you guys are
персонажей
very excited
косплеит.
for that.
Ваш любимый вот этот ведущий в розовой кофте.
At C2E2, we were the first to announce. We, of course, we're going to be the first to announce generally. Noob Sum Up.
Yes.
So let's. We got a picture there. Power Station.
Нуб Сайбот, ребят, сейчас будет.
There we are.
У-у-у.
Noob Sum Up. I know you guys have been waiting
Привет,
to see
Снуп.
more in
Привет,
depth on
Сайбот.
how he plays. We did show a trailer which got a really good reaction.
It was awesome.
If you guys ever have a chance to go to any of those sort of events where really any game, but please come to our game stuff. When you get to see the first time of that and hear the crowd around it, there's something Noob Saibot getting shown was just like, in my
Типа рассказывают про реакцию людей на то, когда показали трейлер Noob Saibot, как все орали,
outside people
что
work.
такое.
So, Steve, you've been playing a little Noob Saibot. We had some matches today, actually. Tell me, so what you think?
Well, Noob Saibot is one of the game's premier zoners, I would say. Very
Зонер?
reminiscent of MK9.
Премьерный зонер.
Shadow Demon, привет. Мы смотрим комбат-каст. Короче, пока тебя не было, показали коллектора, блин, представляешь? Коллектора. Ну, это новый персонаж к 11, короче. Там он был как вор такой. Ну, короче, это... Завтра на канале, может, будет трейлер коллектора. Короче, посмотришь, он такой прикольный, типа, там коллекционирует всякие вещи. Все. Ну, просто, ну, круто. И фаталка крутая, фаталблоу просто зашкаливает. Ну, короче... ну ок. Ну, и еще и покажут Iron Black, и сейчас Noob Saibot покажут.
Oh, we went there.
Yeah.
Real cool. So,
Well, what's cool is you can have kind of this wraith, like almost medieval look with like the hood and the armor, but then we have a bunch
Они
of
про
ninja stuff.
кастомизацию Noob
So I
Saibot
like
говорят.
the new
Про то, что у него
direction,
там разные вот эти
but
доспехи,
if
типа,
you just
есть.
want, like,
Как будто
more,
средневековье.
like, ninja look, we have a bunch of that cool stuff.
Давайте вы нам это лучше покажете.
Maybe showing soon.
Yeah, like in a couple minutes.
Не знаю, может, его ложиться спать. Просто мама и папа, ну, может, положить мне спать. Ну, я не знаю. Ну, буду спать. Просто немного такой будет долгий стрим из 3 персонажей прям.
Combos, and one of his big ones is his back 3 here, which has a lot of range for a low. And this is also complemented by his forward 4, which is another low. I think, to me, Noob Saibot in like the mid-range footsie game, low.
Мне кажется, он здесь быстрее, чем в трейлере движется, да?
Overhead.
you look at, like, we all play the beta, right? Like, every character you have, like, the sort of, the thesis statement around them, how you want to play them. Like, Baraka, I like to start with forward 4. Most people do.
I'm gonna wait for it.
Sure.
Wiggle stick.
Yeah.
With Noob Saibot, I think it's the flow.
Yeah, for sure.
And his next just look amazing.
Yeah, I really like the ectoplasmic like goo that the clone turns into.
Mad props to you.
Клон как эктоплазма типа
So
растворяется,
his
да?
list of normal attacks is not really huge. He's really more of a special move character.
Right. I think he's got like, I don't know, 7 main combos or something.
Yeah, it's really one of the smaller normal movesets in the game, but it's a special move with excelled. So
Yeah,
let's
how
go
you
into
connect it.
Впервые сам скол людей получает. Но тут, по-моему, многие уже получили. Прикольно, прикольно.
I think about, doing the next Mortal Kombat. One of the things I really like is when you see moves that were like in, the reboots, like in Mortal Kombat, and see how they've gone from like that gen to this gen is always fun to see.
Sure.
All right, so special move time. The running man is back. The shadow attack.
Special move.
It's pretty
Бегущий
much
человек.
exactly what you want. Pretty fast. Takes up a ton of
В
space.
МК-9 было
People
такое
out of the air, that
движение,
type
да?
of move.
Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah,
And it's amplified. It's just awesome. I love the gesture
можно
he's
усилить
doing
его
and
ударом
the clone
дополнительно.
does the sickle, and you can actually see the sickle teleport back to his back. So cool.
There's a neat, and the way he stands over him after the universe.
Да, реально, как какая-то жидкость себе распадается,
Oh, that's
черная
so
жидкость
good. Look at him
какая-то.
looking down. So this actually has a crushing blow with a pretty cool requirement. It's after he's used 10 clone attacks. So Derek, count down with me.
1, 2. Did you want me to go backwards?
А,
And it doesn't have to just be,
5.
he has the anti-air on his back.
7.
вот это тоже антиэровская атака была у него в
Now ready?
МК-9.
Yep, I'm ready.
Так, они что, Crash and Blow хотят сделать? А, вот,
And that'll
несколько раз
trigger
делаешь клоны,
any
потом
defensive
усиляешь, и
defensive
получается
clone.
Crash and
If
Blow.
you're playing Noob, you're probably
You're
gonna
using
get that.
the
Yeah,
clone.
yeah.
Again, he's based around special moves, right?
And then lastly, for his base slowdown, his teleport's back. Classic teleport.
Телепорт его вернулся
Amplifies to get
классический.
additional damage and take him on the spun
Усиление, да? Так, а он же должен на комбо еще вроде выводить, да? Нет?
So let's go
Не
through some of
выводит
the
ни хера.
loadouts.
And teleport safe on
Наверное,
top.
только будет, наверное, тоже какой-нибудь
I don't
Crash and
think
Blow
that's
с
true.
телепортом.
Just kidding.
So the first loadout I want to make was a classic noob loadout.
Похож на чернила, да,
Pretty
Noob
much
Saibot?
requirements. So I gave him the low slide is back.
Oh, yeah.
Нижний подкат. Это уже дополнительные приемы лоудаута.
Yeah, I love the little gesture he's doing there too. And then a brand new move, but definitely fits with his style.
Новое движение.
actually a dive kick clone where he,
Вот такой прием был у Сабзира в Injustice 2, он был дополнительный. Там был ледяной клон также с прыжка. Но никто этот прием не использовал, кстати. Как бы он был дополнительный прием.
Well, also, it just...
Один в один.
You don't hit with it. Changing up your jump up.
Exactly. It's just how I've been using it. Like, if I think you might do a ground pound with Jax, I'm jumping.
Yeah.
If you didn't, I just do it.
I never knew how important it was to do side up to strike a pose.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this dude is all about poses.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
So, lastly, in K Trilogy Ghost Ball,
Oh, man.
this will actually drain your stamina. You can see it. He loses.
Он вытягивает
It's
здоровье.
unblockable. It is very slow startup, but it's fully unblockable, and then it'll actually take a lot of...
Он неблокируемый удар.
And that, the slow start can actually kind of confuse you. Because when we played earlier today, there were times where I knew it was coming, and I tried
Или он
to jump.
тебя... Я что-то
but I
не понял.
couldn't miss- I
Он
missed
будет
right,
unblockable,
right,
то есть что, прием не блокирует? Не может быть такого. Это ты не можешь блокироваться, да, в этот момент?
And these are brand new moves.
Real quick, I want to say, I want to give a shout out to Rick, the Hadou from Combo Breaker. I wanted to wear this hat because Noob Saibot's one of his favorite characters in the game.
Is this another moment of Tyler just throwing out names?
No, you guys
just
know him
randomly giving a shout out.
I like Rick, and I'm wearing the hat.
I mean, everyone likes Rick.
Yeah, I like Rick a lot.
Who's like, oh, you know what? I hate Rick.
No,
Like,
no one. Bert, can you back me up here, please?
How? I like Rick too.
Right,
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
he's
like,
universally regarded as one of the best tournament organizers.
I'm not trying to-
in the
he's
world.
one of the
Like,
nicest people.
I want to give him, so it's okay to give him a shout out, then, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean,
It's
it's
just
just
a
moving
total
on.
non sequitur.
right.
But he
what
likes Noob.
What a frigid take.
I think it was your timing. Your timing's wrong.
I thought the timing was pretty good on it.
Well, you're the only one.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe
Moving
so.
on.
Combo Breaker will be great though.
Yeah, we'll be
О,
Anyway, so this is a sickle
прикольный костюм,
The
ребята.
first move I gave him is Sickle Snap.
Вот это мне нравится. Такой какой-то типа, как Дэдпул, что ли, черный
Combo
какой-то.
extender and anti-air grab.
Маска такая.
If you amplify it,
Нет шапочки вот этой висячей.
oh, there you go. So that's a really good combo starter. You can also use it to anti-air. That's the wrong move.
Spoiler alert
Yeah,
for
all right.
later.
So then I have
Хоть
sickle
как-то на
overhead.
ниндзя похож уже
It's
стало.
going to drop down. This is an overhead. And remember, I was talking about how good his lows are, but he doesn't really have an overhead. If you want to play a 50-50 base noob,
There you
you
go.
can do that. And
Does
it has
that
a,
move count for your crushing blow for later?
yes, all the clone moves should work.
All the clone moves.
Cool, I was making sure.
Why would that one randomly not count? There's a chance it doesn't. I don't know what I'm talking
We're going in
about.
hard on
Yeah.
Tyler today.
There's also a decent chance it doesn't count. Right now, Aaron is at his desk.
Можно закомбить, да,
So
после
anyway, you can
усиления
meter
этого
burn, or
клона.
sorry, amplify it.
He's
to,
going to text me.
Телепорт, наверное, можно сделать.
Yeah.
Что-то такое успеть.
So that's close, medium, and far. It does not track, but it's an overhead that can hit literally from
Ярость
overhead.
Бихана стиль
Nothing's better than
называется.
more of an overhead.
All right. Fair enough.
And then finally, Sickle Teleport.
This is one of my
Cool.
favorites.
He will always throw it
Teleport.
behind the opponent. Like, I'm not controlling it, and then teleport to where it is. And if you amplify it, he immediately pops them up.
That's awesome. Man, this is a real.
Забавный телепорт.
Yeah,
Не
I
знаю,
don't
насколько
know
он
why
будет
you're not
эффективен.
playing it, 'cause he's
Конечно.
super mobile, super trolly.
Yeah, no,
Черная
super
пантера
edgy.
на минималках.
No, these are all qualifications to be my character.
Kind of looks and dresses like he's still from the 90s.
Oh, yee.
Wow.
Wow, is it just that stream we're doing today? All right. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that was.
Guys,
I just mean he's edgy. Like,
Yeah, I'm so edgy, Steve.
We need to get together and just like be each other's teammates right now, I think.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Wow, Steve. Talk about being on Brad.
Yeah, right?
All right. So finally, let's go into the fatal blow because he has an awesome one. It is actually a tracking, super quick move.
Well, teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work.
There we go. Yeah. So awesome. What a cool character.
Yeah, I think fans of the
Какой крутой персонаж. Ну,
There
Сайбер
is
что?
something
Не может
about
быть не
him that I
крутой.
really love. That he does have that classic feel for those who played him in earlier iterations of the game. But he has his own fresh take.
Yeah, and there's a couple other new
Типа
moves.
он даст
You'll see what
ощущение классики тем, кто раньше играл, и плюс есть новые вещи.
Back.
That's been a theme against or across most of the characters, right? Like,
Right.
let them feel how they have before, familiar to previous versions of them. but bring in these new takes on these characters. It's great. I think it's awesome for all these characters that are.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I would say when I was looking at the list, when I saw Noob's name when we decided to put Noob in the game, he was the one that I wanted the fans to see the most. Like,
Классный тактим, да, точно. Это же тактим почти получается, когда за нубы играешь.
He's one of those cool characters that he's like a classic character, but he's not actually in every game.
Right.
Like he sat out on KX, so it's really cool that he's back.
So the absence makes the heart grow fonder type situation with a lot of characters. It's really cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
What are we doing next, Tyler?
We got another character to show.
Another character? Yeah,
We
this
do.
is three.
Ну что, Эрон Блэк
We
сейчас
do not
будет?
have a trailer for this character,
No.
but we're going to show
Трейлера
you.
нет?
Very excited for the return.
I mean, have you even hinted at this?
У них нет трейлера на Эрона Блэка. Он настолько
Page for
ненужный
the
персонаж, что для него даже не нужно делать трейлер.
We're going to
So
show.
people already know.
So people do already know.
But not everyone.
Not everyone.
But most people.
Not most people.
Are you trying to talk right now?
How many
Aaron
people? What do you think the
Black.
percentage of
Aaron
people?
Black is coming back to
Now it's
Mortal
100%.
Kombat 11.
Yeah,
Yes, now it's
There
at
it is.
100%.
Эрон Блэк
There he
вернулся.
is. Awesome denim shirts. Like this is
Но трейлера он не достоин.
one of my favorite looking characters.
Because you are known
Ладно,
for
сейчас посмотрим.
I wear a lot. I would like to wear more.
You're known for wearing hats. I would say that's your brand.
That's a word. That's a word I love. I don't. So Aaron Black, what are we thinking about him? What is his archetype?
I would say Aaron Black is a trap character, hybrid with 50/50s, hybrid with not traditional zoning, but
Нетрадиционный зонинг,
he
ловушки,
doesn't just pew pew pew.
миксапы.
He does not do that.
Он не делает этого. Он, видимо, медленно стреляет.
But he does have a lot of ways to keep you out in really interesting ways that he has to think of.
Awesome.
Cool.
I say
So let's get to it.
let's do it.
Let's start with his throws because they're both tremendous.
Okay.
Ох, Макэна будут его использовать. О, динамит, короче. А,
Sorry, I forgot to do it.
прикольно.
That's my favorite throw in the game.
It's staggeringly good.
Это захват
It
такой,
is
типа, с
so-
динамитом.
Realistically Looney Tunes.
The hat flying.
Реалистичный Луни Тюнс, короче говоря.
Watching Kano freak out is that he has dynamite in his hand is amazing.
He could have just dropped it. He could have thrown it, but
Right.
no. What do you do?
In the heat of battle, it's tough. That's a scramble.
So good.
Блин, долгая очень анимация. У кого-то мы недавно такую тоже видели. А, блин, такая же долгая анимация была в игре Omen of Sorrow.
I was like, okay, I
Недавно играли на
like
стриме.
that throw.
So personality.
Yep.
People, personality.
One
И
of the
после
things Aaron
захвата она
Black
еще шла
is
такая, и противник
we
лежал.
wanted to keep just a couple of his core moves, but then reanimate and kind of redo everything, but make him kind of feel like you won't be completely lost, like he's just a totally new character, but a fresh coat of paint. So let's start with, you remember in the last game, his 2-1 string, all those big punches where he kind of punched you like 100 times? It was like his main string. We didn't bring that back exactly, but he does have a 2-1 mash string. It's pretty good. It ends in an overhead, which means at any time, he can actually do his slide. I just totally messed that up. Yeah, there you go. And they don't know if the low is going to come.
Да, вот это
Another
тоже
example of
остался.
that would be he has a new string back two where he bobs.
Ну, анимация ударов у него,
bobs
конечно,
on it,
поинтереснее стало, чем было в
or he can
МК-11.
actually
По-человечески
again go
сделали.
into the slide.
The slide is dangerous.
Yeah, it's an
Подкат опасен.
unsafe 50-50, but it can come at any time, so it's pretty scary.
Yep.
He has this is probably his best like mid-range move, like from this range. Like I would say his range is not the best in the game, but from here he has this, which
Love the axe handle there.
yeah, it's such a cowboy thing to do. Like it's very I like that it's not like martial arts. Like he's not doing like kung fu. He's just
Right.
kind of walloping.
You wouldn't expect him to do something.
Right, it would be weird if he was
Ну,
doing
такой стиль боя пытались сделать, как бы,
Alright, so what do we
драка
got? Go through it.
просто. Как в бою, типа, как
And
дрались.
then he has a bunch of strings involving his pistols that are just absolutely cool.
Такая стаги.
Да, тут скоро, сейчас.
М.
Man.
It reminds me of like old school like Western trick shooters.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, I really
Ну,
like this one.
старые вестерны, да,
He's
типа.
actually using his foot.
Что-то,
So then the
по-моему,
last
такие
one
выстрелы какие-то у него были, да?
That was a sweet. That was complete opposite.
Just fan
Yeah,
and the hammer.
very, very cool.
Super
So the
cool.
last one I wanted to show is actually just directly back from MKX, and I'm super glad. The big boots back.
А,
Big move.
движение из МКХ.
And it has a crushing
Это
blow.
вперед кружок делалось просто, обычный удар.
Overhead.
And so,
So-
naturally you're going to do it.
Yeah, naturally you're going to do it, and then they
У
get
кого-то
knocked down, you
разбегается
walk
здесь
back,
еще, да,
do
так?
it again.
На весь
The quote
экран.
here at work was,
Прикольное движение.
I'll do it again.
I'll do it again.
На
and then
крыше
you can
голову
mix it
вводит.
with the slide. And I don't know how the community feels, but here internally, we absolutely love the big boot.
Yeah.
And we always were happy in tournament when people playing like a patient footsies game. It's like very back and forth, very old, methodical. Then nah, never mind, screw that. Big boot. Yeah. So let's go over special moves because they are, again, pretty different and pretty interesting. So his caltrops have gone, and instead he actually has a jar of reptile's acid that he can throw on the ground.
Ой,
Which I just
кислоты.
love the concept.
Вместо той баночки взрывающейся, да,
slide,
что-то
you can
кислоту
actually amplify
сделали.
And also throw the jar.
Баночку-то очень легко было
And
использовать у
lastly,
него.
he uses his rifle in rifle stance.
Она же на комбо выводила.
He
Мы
pulls up the
сегодня
rifle,
играли.
he automatically is walking forward. I'm not hitting anything.
He's walking you down.
Yeah. Now from here, he can actually cancel it with block, but he actually has to put it away so there's
Это типа
recovery.
стойка как будто такая, он идет с оружием.
He can do a normal attack.
То есть он стреляет и приближается, что ли, одновременно должен. То есть не просто стойка, да, он во время нее идет.
The problem is, well, I guess good for the opponent. He only has 8 shots. After that, he actually
У него
has to reload.
есть 8 выстрелов, после этого он перезаряжается.
Let off all 8 shots and then do it again.
He has to
Блин.
reload, and he can choose.
Не
whether he wants to
позонишь, но
reload.
8 выстрелов это тоже на самом деле много.
3 shots, you can decide. And obviously, there's a lot of recovery. You can cut it short and put it back.
And it remembers how many shots you have.
Yeah, and it'll remember.
Right.
It just this is not something where like it's on a cooldown. Like he actually has to keep track in his head, and the opponent does
Мгм.
how many shots he has. So
yeah, so neat.
То есть ты можешь сам
right, and
перезаряжать, когда
you
хочешь.
can see it's very powerful and actually juggle them. So it's a great keep away tactic, but it's got the 8-shot limit.
I love the fact. I mean, the gunslinger mythos to me is
It's super.
always
cool.
been super cool. I'm really glad we
The
have.
walking them down is such an awesome touch to me.
Название-то Smoking
You know,
Gun.
and
Это ж
this is also,
такая
you know,
игра, по-моему, была Smoking Gun.
People who there are people out
Название
there
стиля,
that
Smoking
don't
Gun.
that thing, but, like,
Right.
he's
Дымящийся
walking towards you,
пистолет
he has
или
to
типа
reload.
того.
There are choices he has to make.
Дымящаяся
Yeah, that's what I
пушка.
mean by he's not a traditional zoner.
Right.
Where a lot of the stuff, you're going to be putting these out and then going into the stance, and the opponent's going to have to know, like, are you going to cancel it or actually commit to it? How
Ну
many
вот такие
forces
вот
do you have
кислоты
left?
разные бросающиеся. Это мне не очень такая тема нравится.
He can do the slide, but he's in a lot of trouble if you block it. He's
Вот.
kind of a thinking man zoner. Not to say
Это, наверное, вместо шипов на дороге сделали вот эти кислоты.
Which is exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
Мне кажется, шипы-то лучше
So let's go
подходили.
over his loadout.
Cool.
The first thing I gave him is actually a command grab.
Командный захват. Прикольно. То есть ему теперь не надо ложиться на соперника, садиться. Он просто его кидает вниз,
Really
да, и...
upsets it.
с усилением чуть.
And this is a actual command grab. It's not a hit. He has tick throws. Like this one's great. So off of one of his main mid-range moves, he can actually tick throw. you.
Выстрелом поджигает динамит,
If
то
the
есть
opponent's
получается,
trying to
тут
mash
можно
out
на
of it
комбо
or
выходить,
jump out
да?
of it, you can go into the
Подброс
string.
идет.
And then I gave him this low shot. It's not actually a low, it's a mid, but he, shoots the ground. And to me, this is great.
Это
As a
средний, на
conduct
самом
tool,
деле,
it's
ударом
easy
стреляет в
to
землю, но
use.
попадает в
Like, you can
туловище.
see, he will go all the way back, and then he can start
То есть
kind of
стоя блочится вот этот выстрел в ноги,
It's a really, really good tool to just kind of.
а потом, небось, патчем переделают,
If the
когда
opponent's
люди
trying,
поймут,
like
что
Kano's trying to do his command
сложно
grab, when he gets
обманывать.
pressure, you can just go back. And that also complements, he gets in when he wants, and he can go for his command grab next up. But when he wants to get out, he can get out of dodge. Skip
Или
time.
он подбрасывает так же динамитом, но
Really-
там, видать, анимация идет, он не может, да, подхватить, получается.
Gear.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to give too much away again.
Вот,
His halves
хорошо
are
бьет
all
кулаками, здесь не как
Has-
в КХ дебильная была анимация.
like some characters from the past.
Yes. So let's go into his fatal blow because it's awesome.
We've seen pieces of it in
Right.
trailers. Yeah.
But the beginning of it's actually really powerful because it's actually a projectile.
О.
А ну-ка, вау.
Его Fatal Blow это прожектайл, да, то есть на всю дистанцию работает. Вот несправедливо, у кого-то надо подойти обязательно вплотную, да, а у кого-то можно на весь экран
I love
херануть.
him catching the coin at the end.
Catch at the end. Yeah,
Как
I
X-Ray, в
love
принципе,
all
его
of the
сделал похоже.
trick shot type things we added to him. I mean, there were some in the last one too. He could throw the coins up last time to shoot. We turned that into obviously his fatal blow. But just all that sort of Annie Oakley sort of Bill Hickok type stuff is really cool.
So with the fatal blow, a lot of them we wanted to really be good in this game, and the intos, like the attacks that go into it, are often very, very strong. And you can see this one is great for beating zoning. Like you can see, because it's a full screen projectile, if Kano throws a knife, he has armor, so he's going to absorb the knife and then get him. It's very, very fast. The
Right.
downside is all the hits are high, so if the opponent ducks it Aaron Black's going to be left open and is going to get his back blown out. But if he sees your movement and he's looking for it, it's literally like we want the feeling like you're a quick draw guy. Like you're literally sitting there waiting and then you moved, you get shot up.
We have another loadout, yeah?
Yeah, one more loadout.
Второй вариант, вторая вариация, сейчас посмотрим. Что там? This is cool, где? Покажите нам этот cool. Ой, это что такое?
And I like a cape.
Что за
Someday
гейский Aaron Black,
where
бля?
in my normal everyday life I can wear a cape.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough go.
All right, so I gave him this new move, the Nether Beast.
Что
Nether
за
Beast
желтый
trap.
шарфик, блин?
It's actually the jaws of a Nether Beast that he's made into a bear trap. If Kano steps into
Another
this,
beast trap.
Nether Beast, right? And you can see.
Ой, капканы ставит.
And the amplified is really cool because he kicks it.
Ух ты,
So
прикольно,
it becomes
кстати.
a low projectile. It scoots across
Прикольно.
the
Ну,
ground.
медленно, конечно, но
And this
прикольно.
obviously, you can imagine how this complements kind of his rifle stance. Like, put it out here. Now the opponent can't walk forward.
Стиль называется ковбой ап. Что это значит? Ковбой вверх. В чем прикол этого стиля?
Kano could jump in here and do an air ball, and then Aaron Black.
Назвали бы сразу стиль горбатая гора, да и все. Все было бы понятно.
The mid-range with that Nether Beast trap, which it lasts for a long time.
But it will break.
Yeah, it will break eventually. Then I gave him
Типичный техасец.
Scud Shot. So this is a move where he goes into a quick draw stance, and here's how it works. This move is super, super cool. He will actually hold it and shoot a projectile.
So good.
And I'm doing this automatically. I'm holding 3 to hold it, and I can choose when to let it go. And at any point, you can also amplify it, and then quick draw.
Прикольно, ножички отбивать
So if you're
можно.
standing here, say you have Nether Beast trap out, and he's going to start to throw knives, I can actually hold this, and he doesn't know when I'm going to amplify it, let it go, or actually hold it down. It's a really, really cool move.
A counter zoning.
Yeah.
Такой неприятный стиль, мне кажется, после против него играть. Капканы ставить, это, подстреливать.
So that is Aaron Black.
Some other moves we didn't show, obviously.
He's got some really interesting, really cool stuff we didn't show.
How about we go into well, we probably should show a fatality.
We showed one for Collector and Noob, so yeah, I think it'd be crazy not
So
to show
set that up real quick, and we'll chat about.
А когда они
We will
показали
have some
фаталити за нубы? Только в трейлере
Let's hold off on those for now.
Then why'd you bring them?
показывали.
Make sure we had them.
Okay. Okay.
Very excited to see the fatality. What is your favorite part of Aaron?
To me, it's got to be the animations for his command grabs. Like they are.
Ему нравится анимация
trick shot
командного
stuff.
захвата.
Anytime he's spinning the hammer, it's super cool.
Right. There's something about that sort of iconic pose when he's above somebody who's kind of crawling away is really neat.
He shows no mercy.
No. Oh, let's just watch Steve beat up on this Kano. Huh?
Yeah. I'm watching it.
Что, сейчас они отмутузят Кэна и сделают фаталити. Неплохо смотрится, да.
Ooh.
Стиль взяли первый, Smoking Gun.
Yeah, you think I win?
Блин, реально игра была такая, Smoking Gun. Gun Smoke игра была на Дензе, ковбойская. Ходить стрелять. Может, там главный герой был тоже Aaron Black? Ох ты, Кэн сделал ему, молодец.
It's okay. You wasted the fatal blow. Don't worry, everyone.
Fatal
Don't
blow.
worry. Medium's not going to beat Steve.
Жесткий
everybody.
Fatal Blow у Кэна.
He gets washed out.
That's true. This end of round's tremendous.
Oh.
Ковбой ап переводится как мужайтесь. Странно. О, Кэна хорошо тут его ножичками обрабатывает. Кэна хороший персонаж.
I do.
Это кислота.
Сейчас тут фаталити рынбы. Ща.
А ботинок-то не расплавится.
Ща.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Кислота какая-то, я так понял. Вот логики вечно у них не хватает в этих фаталках, да? То есть, как бы сам в эту кислоту же и наступил.
Can I grab that controller
That
there?
went really bad for Kano.
Oh, you do it? What?
No, I'm just putting it over here for now.
Короче,
Let's do like we like to do. Birthday shot.
Yeah. Birthday shout out.
Сейчас попробую показать сейчас. Если найду. Не, еще. Вот сейчас.
Ножичками обрабатывает. Кэна хороший
Вот сейчас.
персонаж.
Он идет.
I do.
Aaron Black. Вот смотри.
Это кислота. А ботинок-то не расплавится?
Мгм.
Can I grab that controller
That
there?
went really bad for Kanan.
Wasn't the one I
Люкан
just
лава не
won?
хотели
No,
вроде.
he won the last
Да,
one.
не
No, I
смотрю.
won the
Oh,
last
you're
one for
right.
Mom's birthday.
That's
Who-
right.
Дорогие сапоги не плавятся,
What kind
ага.
of crap goes on here? It's
Okay, 4 to
It's
3.
1,101 to 111.
All right,
Check the tape.
we'll check the tapes.
Check the tape.
So we'll say that Derek is ahead right now.
You're getting really into my mind here. That's what's really happening.
What you do? I'm bringing out today.
Пойдет.
Jacks.
Я ранку буду играть. Потом хочет напоминать стейдж фаталити на арене Скорпиона.
There's
Да.
There's been a lot of
Мы
talk.
вчера это делали, где он там в кислоту типа ногой.
Everybody's talking about
I
your
don't
Jacks.
Не в кислоту, там в лаву, короче, там вдалбливает.
Opponent type
Есть
Igratz.
такое, да.
Here we go.
There we go.
Has there been a lot of talk about my Jack?
There's been a lot of talk about your Jacks. Everyone's talking.
А,
about your Jacks.
Джакс.
I don't think they are. But
You
Джакс и Люкан.
started off saying
Я бы хотел за Люканга, чтобы сейчас поиграли. Вот
worst streak you'd like playing.
хочется.
After a few days of practice, what has been your
I'm
reaction?
gonna pull. Well, let's watch the intro real quick.
А Джейд все-таки этот взял Дерек. Они же обещали подготовить. Этот подготовил, а Дерек что-то нифига опять Джейд берет. За Джейд уж все играть умеют.
What's your level of all in?
I don't know yet. He's my favorite character to play right now,
Хорошо.
for sure. I really enjoy him.
О, красиво.
Now you got heated arms up.
Второй раз на одно и то же комбо. О, Crashing Blow сразу.
You're
Да?
a huge fan of the 4-3-3,
Да-да-да,
1+3.
Не, ну Джакс прикольно смотрится.
1+3. Get those overheads. It's great. I really like how you use it.
Эрон Блэк на лабутенах, ага.
Crushing blow is awesome. Having the heated arms.
Okay.
Все идем.
Apparently I need to stand up.
Все, пока.
This is looking dominating. Well, maybe not. Maybe not.